What is symbolic interactionism? Symbolic interactionism is a sociological perspective on self and society based on the ideas of George H. Mead, Charles H. Cooley, W. I. Thomas, and other pragmatists associated primarily with the University of Chicago in the early 20th century. The central theme of symbolic interactionism is that human life is lived in the symbolic domain. Symbols are culturally derived social objects having shared meanings that are created and maintained in social interaction. Through language and communication, symbols provide the means by which reality is constructed. Here, reality is primarily viewed as a social product, and all that is humanly consequential, such as self, mind, society, culture, emerges from and is dependent on symbolic interactions for its existence. Even the physical environment is relevant to human conduct mainly, as it is interpreted through symbolic systems. It must be noted, however, that the label symbolic interactionism was coined by Herbert Blumer, one of Mead's students. Blumer, who did much to shape this perspective, specified its three basic premises, namely: 1. Humans act toward things on the basis of the meanings that things have for them. 2. The meanings of things derive from social interaction. And 3. These meanings are dependent on, and modified by, an interpretive process of the people who interact with one another. As we can see, the focus here is on meaning, which is defined in terms of action and its consequences, reflecting the influence of pragmatism. And it is important to note that the meaning of a thing resides in the action that it elicits. For example, the meaning of grass is food to a cow, shelter to a fox, and the like. In the case of symbols, meanings also depend on a degree of consensual responses between two or more people. The meaning of the word husband, for example, depends on the consensual responses of those who use it. If most of those who use it agree, the meaning of a symbol is clear. If consensus is low, the meaning is ambiguous, and communication is problematic. It is also important to note that within a culture, a general consensus prevails on the meanings associated with various words or symbols. However, in practice, the meanings of things are highly variable and depend on processes of interpretation and negotiation of the interactants. The interpretive process entails what Blumer refers to as role-taking, the cognitive ability to take the perspective of another. It is a critical process in communication because it enables actors to interpret one another's responses, thereby bringing about greater consensus on the meanings of the symbols used. The determination of meanings also depends on negotiation, that is, on mutual adjustments and accommodations of those who are interacting. In short, meaning is emergent, problematic, and dependent on processes of role-taking and negotiation. As we can see, most concepts of symbolic interactionism are related to the concept of meaning.